I don't know if you're aware of this, if you've seen any documentaries on cults or heard things in the news, anything like that, but it's very common for the cult leader to be sleeping with all the women, including the married women. And apparently it's with the consent of the husbands. Another thing to note is that Catholic priests weren't always celibate. They used to be able to get married, and they had to put an end to that and make them be celibate, try to get them to be celibate, because it turns out they were sleeping with all the women in the village. And this even happens in Christian churches today. I used to live in a town, about 20,000 people, in one of the Christian churches down the street. Turns out the preacher was sleeping with several of the married women, and it sounds like the husbands knew about it. Have you ever wondered why this is so common in cults and things like that? Well, it's pretty simple. It's because the men have abdicated their responsibility as spiritual leaders of the household. They've passed that responsibility off onto another man, putting that man as an authority figure over them, over their wives, over their family. It's like you've put another man in the hierarchy above you, above your family. A man that your woman, your wife is going to look up to as above you. Even in a church, they stand on the altar and everybody has to look up to them, right? And so it's the men's fault for abdicating that responsibility, because as a husband, as a father, you're the spiritual leader. You're responsible to teach your family. You should be spending every day having some alone time for prayer and for reading your Bible, and then spend every day as a family reading the Bible, praying, and spend once a week or so as an assembly. That's what a church is. It's an assembly of believers. It's not a $1 million building with a torture device sitting on top of it. That is a man-made structure. And it's a structure that is destroying your family, and it's your fault for not taking responsibility and doing what you need to be doing. So read your Bible.